Welcome back. Today's video is a deck of panning project pan update. I'm excited. I'm going to roll two things out. One thing I did get to my goal on, and then one other item I'm just not really using. So I decided to move on from that. So I will be picking some new cards. If you are new, please subscribe. I love project panning and shopping my stash, and I upload 4 videos a week. This is a roulette style project based on a game board and a deck of cards. It was created by Emily. So check her out. I will put her in the description box and also the game board and all of that. It is a year-long project pan, and it's a whole lot of fun because you get to pick the items randomly. So yeah, let's just get into this. Okay, let me start with the one item I did get to my goal on, and that is the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. The prompt for this was something that starts with the letter N. Natasha Denona, you get it. And I did use this 10 times, I think probably even maybe 11 times. It's a really nice little palette. I enjoy it quite a bit. I did use this shade on the inner corner a lot. And yeah, it's a nice palette. I really do like it. I would have liked to do more complete looks with this palette. I kind of used it more as a companion palette using with other palettes, but I still enjoyed it. It is lovely. It really, really is. I think it's one of the best minis by Natasha Denona. It is great. Let me show you the other item that I'm going to roll out. I did not get to my goal on this, but I do have really good progress on some other stuff, so that will be happening. Okay, what was the prompt for this? Oh, this is something that matches your shirt, and I was wearing a green shirt, and so I ended up picking the Beauty Bay Earthy palette. And my goal was to use this 10 times, and I've only used it twice since putting it in the project. I guess I just haven't really felt like wearing green eyeshadow. So I've decided to just roll this out, and if I feel like wearing green eyeshadow, great, I will do it. I have been very into neutrals lately. I don't really know why. Like, green is one of my favorite colors, and I often wear colorful eyeshadow, but the last few weeks I've just wanted to wear like neutrals every day. Like today I'm wearing like a really mauve neutral look, just what I've been in the mood for. So, I don't really want to force myself to use an eyeshadow palette I'm not in the mood to use. So this I'm going to just take out of the project. It's a really good palette though. This is only $10. If you want an amazing green eyeshadow palette, this one is fantastic. Okay, let me show you the items that I have the most progress on. The prompt for this was something gifted, and I did get this in PR. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I have made a lot of progress. So this is where I was at the intro, then last month, and here I am now. So probably definitely less than half, not quite at a third left of the bottle, but I do think that this progress is great. I do like this foundation. I go back and forth. I'm like, oh, it's a really good foundation. And then other days I'm like, it's only okay. And this is my second bottle of this because they sent me two different shades when I got this in PR. And I finished the other one. And I liked it. But again, it's just, I don't know. It's not amazing. I can't figure it out. So a lot of days I have actually mixed this in with my Chanel Le Beige foundation, which is in another project pan. So, I'm over halfway my second bottle and I still don't know exactly how I feel about this foundation, which is kind of strange, but it's fine. I wouldn't mind using it up because, yeah, like I said, it's not the best I've ever tried. This next item, oh, the prompt for this was something affordable, so I picked the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I don't love this, although I did wear it today and I like it. I just feel like sometimes my blush or my foundation looks a bit patchy when I wear this. And I do feel like that today about my highlighter and blush, that it looks a little bit patchy. And it's just such a sticky primer. It really, really is. And I've noticed that it helps that if I put it on my face and let it sit for a few minutes to the point where it completely dries before applying my foundation, that definitely helps. But I'm still convinced that my makeup looks patchy today because of this primer. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to make myself use it up. Okay, so it's hard to tell because I kind of have to squeeze this down, but this is where I was before. No, this is where I was before, and this is where I am now. So I have been using this. I have made great progress on it. I want to use this up, you guys. I don't love this primer. There's so many e.l.f. products I think are so good. If you have this, can you let me know? Because I feel like people rave about this and people have talked about it and said this is like one of the best drugstore primers. And everybody's skin is different, obviously, but it's just not really working for me. I don't want to hate pan. It's not at the point where it's absolutely terrible. I can make it work, but definitely I would not repurchase this primer. I did get a prompt for some samples, which was exciting because I had 5 different makeup samples just sitting on my vanity from Ulta and Sephora orders that I made before my no buy in December and January that I just had not used. So I did end up using 3 out of the 5 samples. Um, so I did a member exclusive tutorial where I was trying to use one of the samples in that, and there's just hardly anything in the ones. I got 2 of them were the ones where you like peel it up and then there's just like a little bit of foundation. And I mean, there was hardly anything in there. I did use the lighter shades, but then I had to add in some of my own foundations to get enough foundation. But then I did use the deeper shades. I can't remember. Was it the Estee Lauder? Possibly the Estee Lauder Futurist, something like that. I used the deeper shades as a cream bronzer, and I really liked it. I really did. But for like actual foundation, I didn't really feel like I had enough to really tell how I feel about it. So I have 2 samples left out of the ones that I started with. This is the Shiseido Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. And this one I'm glad is one of these with these little like samples in like a little plastic thing. These I do feel like you get enough product to try it out. The ones where you lift up like the little foil thing, there's not enough in there. There's really, really not. So this one I've been saving because I'm most excited about it because there's actually a decent amount of product. And then the last one that I have, again, this is a good packaging for samples, Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I have panned 2 of these in the past, but I haven't used it in a really long time. So I'm looking forward to that. I will say this is kind of the one thing that's kind of nice about a no buy and having these samples because you almost feel like you're trying something new. Like I've never tried the Shiseido foundation. And part of me is kind of like, oh, I'm kind of saving this for a day where I'm craving something new. So I don't know, that's kind of an interesting thing that I've noticed. But anyway, I'm excited to use this, and I'm actually excited to use this too. All right, next up, the prompt was an out of control category, and for me, that's definitely blush. So I picked this blush from Mob Beauty. So this, my goal is to get to 10 uses, and I've used this 6 times. This is the shade M27. It's a beautiful peach. I got this in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. This is a really nice blush. I had never even heard of this brand until I got this in the Beautylish Lucky Bag, and it's a really nice smooth formula, and it's a beautiful peach blush. So that is pretty awesome. And then, okay, there's only one other thing left, and it's all mixed up. I forgot to sit this up to let it settle. Oops. So maybe I will do that, and then I can hopefully insert a picture later. This is the ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil. The writing wears off on these ColourPop products so easily. It's a little annoying. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's a little annoying. I do love this shade Hot Shot though. It's fantastic. So this is something I do want to use up, but yeah, I forgot to have it standing up. So I'm going to just, let's set that over there. Okay. So I'm going to pick some new products. I think I should just pick 2, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 3. I can't decide. We'll see what the prompts are. So I have my cards. Let me get to the game board. So yeah, because I'm rolling out 2 items. Kind of unfortunate I didn't get to my goal on that green eyeshadow palette, but I don't want to force myself to use something I don't feel like using. That's just not my thing. I'm not feeling that. So anyway, shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Okay, good enough. Here we go. Okay, 6 of clubs. Oh, birthstone. Okay, that's cool. My birthstone is garnet because I was born in January. So that's fun. 8 of diamonds. Brand new. Okay, I'm excited about that because there are things from before the no buy that I have like not used or hardly used yet. So that's actually a really good prompt. All right, so birthstone and brand new. Let's pick one more. Okay, king. Um, okay, so a splurge item. So, okay, I like that. So let me figure this out. I'll be back. Okay, I was debating whether I want to pick things to hit pan, use them up, or just usage. And I think because I really want to focus on these two items to finish them completely, and also the ColourPop lip gloss, I decided to just do all usage, but all three items, the goal will be 20 uses. So first up for birthstone, which like I said, my birthstone is garnet. I picked this ColourPop blush in the shade Peasel Blossom. I feel it's like a burgundy. This could be a garnet. So we're going for that. It's a really, really pretty color. I love this formula. This is their Cheek Dew Serum blushes. These are beautiful. They're really, really nice. So the goal is going to be 20 uses for that. For a brand new item, I picked something that I bought for myself in January that I've only used once. I know. And I wasn't super impressed with it, so I need to try it again. So this is the Viseart Petite Pro 2. Like I said, I only used this one time. Oops, dropped this. Oops, okay. All right, so really, really pretty color story. I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was as good as my larger Viseart palettes. But then again, I only used it once, so that's kind of silly. I need to get some more usage out of this. So the goal will be 20 uses, and when I pick a palette, if I just use one eyeshadow palette once, that counts as one use, or if I used the whole palette for a look, that still counts as one use. So that's what I'm thinking there. And then for a splurge item, the item that I dropped, the Chanel Cream Bronzer. So again, the goal is going to be 20 uses. I've used this, I think a decent amount, not a lot. There's so much product in this. I mean, this is expensive, but it is a product that's going to last a long time. Um, and I do keep the cap on since it is a cream product, so it's not going to last as long as a powder product, but hopefully it's going to last a while because this is $50. So those are the three items I'm adding. I decided to go with all three usage because I really want to focus on the gloss, the primer, and the foundation to hopefully finish those up. I'm happy I got to my goal on this. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't really end up using the Beauty Bay palette, but again, I don't want to force myself to use something I'm not in the mood to use. I did finish a couple samples, so I'm excited about those. Not bad. I'm making progress, so that is okay. So yeah, that is it for this update. And if you want to see more Project Pan videos, check out my Project Pan playlist. And if you are interested in seeing exclusive video content from me, check out my channel membership option because I do have two different tiers and I upload multiple member exclusive videos every month. I'm having a whole lot of fun doing that. So thank you to my members. You guys are awesome. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.